Musicians and Mancaves. How do? Welcome to the podcast Musicians and Mancaves with Chris, Tom, Alex and me, Paul, otherwise known as Nottingham band Dreaded Monkey. As the band is nearing its 10th anniversary, we decided we should do something completely different, talking crap for a change. We spend a third of our rehearsal each week talking anyway, so we thought, why not stick a mic in front of us and have a laugh? And all the ideas floating around in our four little hairy heads, and let's see where it takes us. So the idea is to pick 3 topics each week and ramble on. So sit back and relax. Welcome and enjoy Musicians and Mancaves.
Let's just go natural.
Let's just go natural. Let's go bareback. I'm not going in there bareback. I love that line on Gavin and Stacey. That's brilliant. Topic 2. Alex has disappeared now. Oh, for God's sake.
Just start without him. It's fine.
Start without him, okay.
Right.
So, allergies and intolerances. Mainly, well, foods, things like that. That's kind of the topic that we're talking about. Evidence to suggest that our allergies are on the rise and have been for several years. Is this the food we eat? Are we too obsessed with cleanliness? Are we becoming a nation of Wendy's? Let's discuss allergies. So first question really, what are your thoughts on allergies? I can't speak, I've had too much rum. Allergies and intolerances to say food.
The food
I
in
mean,
particular.
you're a bit of a master of this because you kind of live with intolerance, Chris.
Yeah, well, I won't say I'm a master because I'm intolerant to dairy mainly.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe a few other things, but I don't know. But
Work.
Yeah, work. Getting up in the morning, definitely.
Definitely getting up in
Kids.
the morning. Yeah.
No, not kids. I didn't say that.
You can't say that. I can't edit it.
I've got 2 kids, by the way.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, for me, intolerance, so that kind of makes you unwell. And allergies, obviously quite different, quite serious, can be serious, can kill you, I think, in the most serious case. So my opinion is, because you said these are on the rise, and they do seem to be.
It's always in the news.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's that, was it that girl on the plane? That young girl on the plane recently, about, was it a nut allergy?
It was sesame
Was
seeds.
it? No, sesame seeds,
Seeds, I apologise. Sesame seeds.
Yeah,
And,
that's right.
is it, what's the name of the company?
Pret a Manger.
I can't speak
Something like
French. Is it
Yeah,
French?
why did they provide the whatever it was?
Why did they not? Because things are so prevalent now in
It was
like food.
3 years ago when it happened.
Oh, right.
But it's
only
only just
coming.
come
Yeah, I don't
to
know
light,
why,
yeah.
if it's gone through the courts or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2018 now, so yeah.
But 3 years ago, it wasn't labelled as much as it is now, I don't think.
That's true. So, I mean, I think it is a valid thing nowadays, but is it just because we're more aware? Because it's in the media all the
I
time.
think everything's got a name now, hasn't it?
True.
20 years ago, if you had an intolerance to like dairy, you'd just steer away from it, wouldn't you?
You just want to eat it, yeah.
But now
That's
it's
common
got a
sense,
name
really.
and-
If you knew about it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
But, I mean, I know we've discussed
Dairy.
this before, but is it because the foods are richer? And the foods are, I don't know, maybe more worldly?
I
Pumped
think
full of crap,
personally
preservatives.
that it's not what we're eating. I think our bodies are less able to cope with certain things because we're not getting the certain bacteria that we used to in foods and in daily life. Because I've heard things about these tribes that sort of still live the way that they were doing for thousands of years, and they eat completely pretty much natural things, but those natural things give them certain enzymes and bacteria.
Gut
And
bacteria
I think,
is the thing that they think are
we're lacking.
linking to everything related
Yeah.
to stress and all sorts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now?
I think we're just lacking those things to be able to process. Where intolerance is concerned, anyway, allergies freaks me out really, because how can that girl have died from tiny amount of sesame seed? That's just incredible, really. It's like a poison.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
whereas most people could eat that and be fine.
Well, I think it's like people who
So
are
I don't get that.
allergic to bee stings or wasp stings, and it can get an anaphylactic shock, can't they?
But don't you think that's a bit more
But some people
easy
don't.
to get your head around, like an animal or a insect bite? a little bit more easy to get your head around. That could
Yeah,
kill you or make you really unwell. But the sesame seed
It's mad.
is just crazy. I don't get that.
There is a friend of ours. I won't name names, but I can't remember what it is that she's got. I think it's like what's the stomach thing? Celiac.
Celiac. Yeah,
Celiac. So she has been. She has to have a separate toaster because she
Gluten,
can't
isn't it?
have crumbs. Yeah, she can't have crumbs from certain bread. If she gets that, it can literally really make her ill. So
That's
she
a
has to
very
have
new one, gluten.
Yeah,
It's come around
that
last few
celiac
years.
is quite dangerous apparently.
Yeah, that can be.
To have a separate toaster from your parents or whoever because you can't have the crumbs from a certain type of bread. If you get that crumbs, and it's just mad.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
There's someone in our family as well, cousin, I think, their son or daughter, and they were pretty young. They've got an egg allergy. And the father had just eaten an egg sandwich and kissed the kid on the cheek and then got a reaction and had to go to hospital just from that.
Just from the skin?
Just from, being a trace of it on his lips or whatever. So
That's mental.
it's quite scary, really, because it
Yeah,
seems more
people have
common
to
in
live
young
with
kids
it as well.
So I don't know if it's...
I
It's just... I don't know. Alex, you've not said anything on this subject.
I was just thinking, I don't get ill from anything. I think probably because I work in such a dirty environment, eat sandwiches with crap all over my hands.
Oh, you're just lucky because we're all the same. I don't get any allergies now. I used to be allergic to bananas when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I have researched this a little bit from the last discussion because you said it wasn't an allergy, but it's kind of a different allergy, so it can make you sick.
Right, so allergy is not necessarily going to kill you.
No, you'll think of an
anaphylactic
shock.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
what
reaction
kills
Yeah.
to like nut allergy or anything
That's
like
like
that.
the body's immune system attacking this invader that it shouldn't
see
as an invader, but it does.
Like an allergy can be a rash. So it can be
Right.
you can get a rash from something
It's
where
an
your throat
adverse
can swell.
effect,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
There's just different severities, I think, to the
Right.
allergy. Yeah. So
Okay.
some people are sick, some people get a rash, some people get swollen throat, whatever,
Well, mine's really sort of well known now. I think dairy intolerance.
Mm.
I mean, apparently everyone. It's
Is it a lactose problem?
It's mainly lactose intolerance for me.
So you can eat
So,
cheese.
No,
So that's part of.
I
that's got
think I'm a
lactose.
bit intolerant to anything dairy, not just the lactose is the sugar in dairy, in any dairy product. So that you've got milk proteins as well, and you've got which is whey and stuff like that. And you've
Yeah.
got,
I mean, if I had beans, Jesus Christ. I don't know what it is, but the power of the bean is immense. isn't
Beans
it?
are good.
Just the
Beans are
fibre.
brilliant.
Lots of fibre in
Healthy.
beans.
Yeah.
Lots of protein.
But it can upset you for. I mean, bread now. I don't tend to eat bread anymore because. I mean, if you put a slice of white bread in some water, look at what it does.
Yeah.
Everybody's done it. They've got spilt like the tea on some bread or whatever, and it just kind of goes into a mushy craziness, doesn't it?
I don't think it's good, is it? Really?
It can't be good for your guts.
Have you
Maybe.
ever read the ingredients on bread though?
Yeah, I have to because of dairy. So yeah,
Fortified with vitamins. They're putting folic acid in now, I think.
preservatives to make it last longer.
Yep.
It's all
these kind of
because
things.
people don't eat a balanced diet anymore. Like
Yeah.
kids' cereals, they're full of vitamins and added
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah, every cereal's really got all these vitamins.
because they aren't getting it in the everyday food.
That's another topic. I mean, you were talking, Alex, the other week about cereal and that cereal that you bought that was really expensive, but it was full of sugar.
Yeah, I might as
So-
well just sat there and bought a bag of sugar and just stuck a spoon in it and eaten that.
Stuck your head in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you've got to eat just natural stuff, but it's
But
really
what is
hard.
natural?
It's quite hard to just eat a natural diet,
It's-
like just basic.
It's very difficult to get hold of it without it either being rotten or costing you more than a mortgage.
I mean, it's like
Yeah.
apples. They're supposed to sit in a factory for a year in a dark place.
It can be up
until
to a
you-
year, I think.
Till you get them, and surely that can't do you any good.
It must be hard doing like the vegan thing where you just eat natural fruit and veg. It's
Unless you grow it
expensive.
yourself. You don't know what's going in it. Do you?
It's got to be expensive. The prep it takes to make a meal.
Oh, I can tell you because obviously
And
my
it's
ex-partner was vegan. It was a
boring.
nightmare.
Is that? Yeah, that must be pretty
You
difficult.
would get so bored, wouldn't you?
And the problem was even if say one of you's vegan and one of you isn't, like me and her, obviously when I have food, I want my steak crawling off the plate. I want to sort of drag it onto the
Want it
plate
blue?
myself.
Do you have it
Yeah,
blue?
that's it.
Yeah.
Damn right. But
Blood.
it's really difficult because there's a lot of places don't even cater for like being vegan. You know, there's lots of vegetarian stuff, but
And there's a lot of lactose-free type, whatever you call it.
Yeah, there is
but
a lot now.
in
fair.
restaurants and stuff. But yeah,
But,
vegan, I suppose that must be really difficult.
It was a nightmare. I think we've only, when we were together, we only found one place where I could eat something, and she could eat something that we both actually wanted, rather than me just going, oh, I suppose I'll eat these carrot sticks, and she'll be like, oh, I suppose I'll have some chips.
I had to laugh earlier on. The kids were watching a program. I think it was either Peppa Pig or one of the others. What's the one with the
Ben and Holly.
Ben and Holly?
Yeah.
And they were all sat around the table and they were being modern. They were eating modern food and they were eating plates of steam. And I just thought it was hilarious because it was such
That's pretty
a
clever.
funny thing to see on a kids program. The difference between modern eating and what they used to eat years ago. Eating a plate of steam because it was modern. What was that all about? So yeah, if you want
How
to
do
get,
you eat steam?
it was like
Spoon.
daft, wasn't it? But yeah, eat
See
some
what?
steam.
If you might be able to explain this one to me, Tom. What's the thing with hipsters? And is it avocados? Is it avocados?
I don't know.
Well,
There was
the
a big
latest things
thing.
like quinoa,
Avocado on toast. And
quinoa
What's
as well.
what's a quinoa? What is it?
It's a grain, so like rice or like
lentils.
couscous, lentils.
Yeah.
They
Lentils
suck.
are a bean, aren't
They do suck. Yeah, they are.
they? No, I don't know.
No idea.
All they do
It's
is
alright.
just...
It's
Yeah,
alright,
but
but
they don't taste of it. They just give food
no.
a bit of bulk.
on their own, they're just like
They
most
suck.
sort of grains. Really, they're pretty tasteless on their own generally.
You've got to mix them with steak.
Or a stock. You cook them in a stock, so they taste really nice.
Or if you live like me, you go to Iceland, buy a ready meal, and buy yourself a pizza
And a ready meal.
and a ready
There's
meal.
so
You
many
have-
calories in pizzas. I think I read somewhere that in like a standard, 10-inch, 12-inch pizza
Yeah.
or whatever, is 2,000 calories. That's your whole
Oh yeah,
intake for
yeah,
a woman.
I know because I
one
made
day.
sure to only eat a whole pizza to myself today.
Well, that's it. So you just have one meal and you've had your calories
I've
for
had
the
the
day.
calories, yeah.
Sweet.
And of course, then there's the drinking, of course, which then all adds on lots of calories. That's
Well,
why
that's
I'm
just
not as
sugar,
trim as I
isn't it?
used to be.
That's sugar.
It's okay, so I'm getting towards 30. I don't need to care anymore.
I was saying you'll be going grey soon.
That's it.
And your ginger, so that don't help, does it?
No, I know. So I've just given up on ever finding someone else. I'm going to die alone. I'll just buy a motorbike and move that in with me.
cats. And
That's it. I've got
motorbikes.
cats. Got cats. KTM's in the kitchen. Well, was in the kitchen. So everything I need.
The last question, really, in this allergies topic: can allergies be cured, or is there any kind of? Do you think there's any way forward for? I mean, obviously you can avoid them, but is there sort? Would there be a cure?
I think there would be.
Well, the only thing I know about currently is they try and reintroduce in minute amounts, don't they? With kids. and
Gradually
stuff.
bring it back in.
Tiny amounts.
Yeah.
Very slowly and
So you get your tolerance back.
monitored, and
You
you have
see-
to go to the hospital to do it. And
Just thinking, you say there's no cures, but what about hay fever tablets and things like that? Because I know for the first time ever this year I got hay fever. I've never had it in my life.
Antihistamine.
Yeah, and I had it
Yeah.
really bad. Like,
That's kind of always been there, I think. I might be wrong, but that's kind of it's kind of a cure.
or maybe it just tricks the body into thinking it's not.
But is
happening,
it
I don't know.
replacing something to cure something? You know,
I don't
like
know
you
what,
have
I don't know what they do.
like
really,
a special
but
tablet. You know what I mean?
I don't know, it's
But-
not a cure, is it? It's a temporary.
They always
solution.
say, though, don't they, that something natural in the world will cure whatever's on the planet.
Yeah, there'd be a.
So there'd be something
Antidote
like a
to it.
counter
Yeah,
reaction
there's,
to
there's
it.
always a yin and yang in the kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah. Yeah.
A balance.
So mainly, a lot of it is in plants. as
Maybe
well.
this is what's doing it, right? Going back to the allergy thing, and are more people getting allergies? Kids, I think they are personally. Is there a theory in like people have moved around the world, mixed race? Nothing wrong with that. My partner's half Thai, so not that, but the fact that it's to do with the way we can travel now, which is accelerated that to such an extent that we would never. The body has not evolved yet to deal with those differences.
Yeah, I
Do you know
understand.
what I'm
You
trying to
mean-
get at?
kind of different range of foods that we are eating.
Yeah, like, yeah, I think so. And things
Yeah.
move around the world now. We get food from different parts of the world, so our bodies and our race, excuse me,
What was that? Rude.
That's my lactose kicking in.
You had to accent on that particular word.
No, but what I'm saying is the rate. Let's say 300 years ago, maybe a bit longer before travel on
Should we say
sea and everything.
400?
400, yeah, whatever. But you were stuck in your community really. That was perhaps thousands of
Yeah.
years old, and
Yeah.
and so your ancestors were very similar to you.
Valid point.
Since transport has changed and
Yeah.
airplanes and boat travel and everything, it's accelerated so quickly that people have migrated quicker than they could ever do
Yeah.
before by walking,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you've not got used to your
No.
surroundings anymore. We're all probably mixed race, really, aren't we? To a certain extent, we don't really know.
If you think about the
So-
Eskimo people, they eat like seals and really high fat foods,
High fat, yeah,
but their
high
bodies
fat.
are designed to cope with them.
That's right.
'cause That's where they live.
They can cope with it. That's
See,
right. If we
evolution
went
into-
there and had that
Yeah.
diet now,
Yeah.
You'd
we'd probably be
feel terrible.
pretty terrible, wouldn't we?
Well,
After a few days, so because we're
we're
just not used to
designed
that
to have a set diet for our country,
for where we are,
and with all their
yeah.
kind of like Chinese takeaways and all the different countries' foods coming in,
Yeah.
maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's part of it.
I worked in a doctor's for 7 or 8 years, and it amazed me how many new babies became lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
So there was
It's quite common.
going on to this powder. Can't
It's a
remember what it's
special
called.
formula
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they can have. Yeah.
Going on to this powder because they couldn't drink milk. I know, like dairy anyway, like cow's milk, we're not supposed to
No.
have, or
Not
as we
really,
get older,
no.
we tend to get more and more intolerant.
Again, it depends where you're in the world, I think, because obviously I read up on it a bit when it happened to me and when I found out I was lactose intolerant. And African, Caribbean communities, Asian communities, so like Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about India and China, but they, I think something like 90% of those people that live there are lactose intolerant or can't have dairy, and you can't really get dairy over there until now. You go to the city, if you go to Hong Kong, you go to Bangkok, wherever, it's very westernised now, so they've got all the McDonald's, they've got all the stuff that we eat,
Oh, they are getting bigger as well.
And they're getting bigger.
as a race. They are getting bigger.
but they can only get milk or dairy now really because of westernised culture going over very quickly. But generally most of them are lactose intolerant. If you go to Europe, Northern Europe, Scandinavia, we're quite good at dealing with dairy. So, you know, I don't know why that is, whether that race has evolved with it quicker. I don't know.
I think it's a
but
gradual process, right?
there is a difference between
Yeah,
where you come from and
Yeah.
how you can tolerate these things.
definitely.
So, I don't know. But
Any more to say on this topic? We all done.
No, well, I'm
You
obviously
do have
just
to
quite
speak.
lucky.
You don't shake your head because they can't hear you.
I
but-
just must be very lucky because I've found nothing that makes me ill or anything.
But maybe that is your age as well, because it slowly gets worse as you get older, and that's for me because I used to be able to eat anything, but now
yeah, I suppose.
yeah,
getting
change as you
There
get
will be
older.
something.
your taste buds change, everything changes,
As long as I
but
can keep drinking.
You're not very
I'm okay.
adventurous, am I?
everything falls
I'll
off
eat
eventually.
out. I'll eat anything. I'll eat a person if I'm hungry enough, you know what I mean?
We're not going into cannibalism, but okay, let's run on to the next
Just
topic.
don't do it now.
No, so
Not
but
why we're here.
did you know there's a theory actually while on the talk of food?
Go for it.
Have you heard of the nine meal to chaos theory? Apparently, the whole world is only 9 meals away from absolute anarchy. So there's something for
Explain.
you.
Explain, Alex. There's a way
What it
to
is
talk about.
basically if we were say we will starve, and let's say food ran out tomorrow. It's basically that in theory, if we all go 3-4 days without eating or drinking, we will start killing each other. Our natural survival instincts will kick in, and I pull off Tom's arm and drink the blood out of it because I was that desperate.
You
Why
saw it
Tom?
on that. Saw it in that film, didn't you? Like, is it called Alive? It's quite an old film.
Yeah, yeah,
Where the
where
plane
they're all
crashed
stuck on a
the
mountain.
No, I've not seen it. In
Have you
that.
seen that? It's a cool. It's a good film. You should watch that.
No, that's
It's
not why I got it.
If you like
1980s.
people eating other people, yeah.
Well, it's not.
But
Yeah.
the story behind it, and
They-
everything, yeah,
I don't know how long they were on the mountain for, but some of them survived, didn't they? And they end up eating each other.
yeah.
Or the dead, the ones that had just died, they ended
Yeah.
up having to eat them. So yeah, your theory.
That's
right.
it, but that is the theory. It's
So 9 meals away.
You're only 9 meals away from anarchy.
Oh bugger!
It makes sense. Maybe
stuff.
survival of the fittest. Or the ones that are willing to
Yeah,
kill.
well, I can't run very far, so I'll be in trouble.
Just get a big bat.
But a lot of people wouldn't have the mindset to actually do it. They'd probably rather die than kill someone.
Some might.
I don't know, if you become desperate, I think you do anything, wouldn't you?
It's like the Bear Grylls jungle thing. They've got to kill a pig to survive, but they keep it as a pet.
Yeah. And name
But
it.
for how long are they really starving though?
I'd be straight in.
I've got to
Get me
tell you the
bacon on.
truth. I'd die before I ate one of my cats. I'd eat a person over one of my cats any day. I would. Couldn't eat one of my cats.
Yeah, but I mean, only 50, 60, maybe a bit longer, years ago, there was like cutting up rabbits, skinning rabbits. They keep them and
Like just most people would do
yeah.
that.
I mean,
Poorer
like even
families
our
anyway.
parents, I know
Yeah.
that like their previous, or like our grandparents, they would have skinned rabbits or whatever to keep alive. You know, to have in the back garden, just post-war. You know,
Chickens
post-Second World War.
whatever, yeah.
No, that sort of thing's higher class foods.
You ask a child now where the food's come from, and it's Tesco.
It's breaded or
Yeah.
There is other
battered or-
supermarkets out there.
processed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's
Maybe that's not
processed.
helping the allergy thing. Who knows?
Even
Processed food.
chicken breasts processed.
Yeah.
Pumped full of water.
Water.
And salts.
Yes.
And
Yeah, it
things.
is.
Yeah, to plump it all up, and then that's why when you cook them, they shrink to about a third of the size.
And it's fed with quinoa. To get it even bigger. Let's go on to the next topic, but I do need some more rum and coke. So after getting some rum and coke, we'll be coming back next week for podcast 4, which will be overpaid professions. So overpaid sports people, politicians, things like that. We'll just get deep into basically what they get up to and what they get paid, which is quite funny actually, but there you go. So that'll be next week, so we'll see you again next week, and don't forget to subscribe and tell all your friends, leave us a comment, and we'll see you again soon. Well, that's this week's episode of Musicians and Mancaves done, so please share this podcast with your friends and family. Without you guys, we cannot keep putting these out, so a bit of support, a quick thumbs up, or a little comment at the bottom, that will really help us so we can put some more of these out each week. So you can subscribe on our YouTube channel. This will also give you the heads up of when the next episode is coming out. Or you can check us out on Facebook. In fact, the YouTube channel is Dreaded Monkey UK. Facebook channel is Dreaded Monkey Music. And the Instagram page is at dreaded_monkey_official. So that's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the usual. We've had an absolute blast doing this, so it's been great fun and a big learning curve, so we look forward to doing lots more in the future for you. So one last thing, we are hoping to get these out on the big podcast forums or whatever you want to call them. That's iTunes, Podbean, places like that. All links will go on our social media pages in the upcoming episodes. So, well, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Toodaloo!